On every front, showcasing our citizen soldiers as they answer our nation's call to duty. I'm Army National Guard Sergeant Michael Dann. When the National Guard is called out to assess a threat, it's the Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Team, or WMD-CST, that's usually the first Guard unit on the scene. The CST is an assessment tool to give key decision makers information they need to determine the nature of a threat and a level of response. Those responses could include highly specialized National Guard Homeland Defense response packages. A National Guard Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Team, or WMD-CST, has been called to action. An unknown package or substance has been found, and neither local authorities or first responders have the capabilities or the manpower to deal with the situation.
We would go out, we would try to classify it, find out what it is, take a sample of it if need be, and take it to our lab.
Once the sample is at the mobile lab, the identification process begins.
It's going to go inside the glove box, and that's where I'm going to do all my sample prep. And I can decide whether I'm going to go down the biological path or the chemical path and do my analysis.
Once identified, that information can be sent out to the incident commander and others through the WMD-CST's communication vehicle to decide on the next best course of action. The self-sustaining vehicle is equipped to get the message out through multiple means.
So this communications vehicle supplies secure and non-secure voice and data communications. Also, we have different types of radio frequencies, HF radio, UHF, VHF.
That is a typical situation that the National Guard's 57 WMD CSTs may face on a daily basis. And it's just what they were created to handle.
Civil Support Team's mission is to aid civil authorities in a man-made or natural disaster by identifying unknown hazards beyond their capabilities, also assessing those hazards, assisting with consequence management, and also advising the incident commander.
To complete all those mission tasks, it takes months of additional specialized training for each team member.
One of the first schools that we send new CST members to is Civil Support Skills course, and that's a 2-month course where they're taught everything from hazmat operations to awareness to technician level so that they can come back and really begin their training on the team.
The units are very small, only 22 full-time Army and Air National Guardsmen, so many of the personnel are in dual roles.
I'm the Training and Assistant Operations NCO.
I am the 42 Alpha, which is the admin person NCO, and I'm the decon leader.
I'm the Medical Operations Officer, and I'm the Lab Operator.
There's one more major and key element to the teams: the relationship between them, the local, state, and federal first responders.
They are the subject matter expert in that area. What are the hazards? What's the best route to get there to an incident?
The 5th WMD CST of the Illinois National Guard has had that key relationship in place with the city of Chicago for many years.
We've worked with the Chicago Fire now for 13 years. So guys with the fire department that were captains when we started are now deputy chiefs. And that means that we can work with them closely, whether it's the Illinois Public Health, Illinois EPA, or local fire and local police. We've got those relationships so that they know what we can do, they know how we work together, we trust each other, and we can really add value to their response here in the city.
But it takes more than just working together for a team to develop the kind of partnerships needed with other agencies to ensure public safety.
We do a lot of community outreach, and we do this ahead of time, meaning we do training events, we do capabilities briefings, and we do all of these things before we're actually called out by them to come in and advise and assist them at a scene, for example.
The Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Teams not only understand they're an important tool to local, state, and federal first responders, they also understand their value and role to their own community.
Because we are National Guard, we come from the communities where we live and where we work. It puts that much more importance on the job that we do because this is where we're from.
The CSTs are called upon every day somewhere within the United States and are on duty at most large-scale political and civic events. From the National Guard Bureau, thanks for watching On Every Front.